Okie dokie, here we go. Oh boy. And last we left our guy is the same as the last time we picked up with our guy. Joidium's still stuck in a cave. Say stuck. I mean, I can leave whenever. I just want this one dude dead. Hopefully my audio isn't abysmal. I can never tell. I passed it. I'm sorry if I'm not talking super much, I'm just kind of out of it today. I've been shot in the back. I've been shot in the front. We're off to an amazing start. Oop. Need to reposition my mic. I don't know what that'll do to the audio quality, but it was positioned such that when I did push-ups, it would tap against the floor. I might still do that a little bit. I just really don't want it to. So I think that was 24. I'm not sure. Here we go. 23. All right. It's probably faster to just eyeball it. Bam! I know that's like the hard part of the walk back, but it's not supposed to be that hard. I say the hard part. With the specific route I'm using and like methods to walk back, that's the part that's most prone to problems. Oh man. That's a concerning notion. It's the idea that I might be getting good enough at this walk back to be able to do it in the dark. That said, I'd really rather not do that. Alright, there's the arrow. And then this guy is like twice as strong. All right. Now I need to kill the dude in the way here. This is a good place to stand. That's gonna be a nuisance pretty soon here, but I've got a few seconds before then. All right. No. I fumbled. Oh well. Man, I feel like I've got something in my throat. Anyway, I meant to skip the cutscene and then immediately consume the Estus flask. But then... Ooh. Let's see. All right, cool. I think it's kind of funny that the first time I managed to get... Whoa! Okay, I take that back. I was about to say, the first time I managed to get through that without using any fire orbs or anything was that time. The one time I didn't use the lamp to get through. Yeah, no, it turns out that guy is a necessary death because he will follow you. Well, that guy had a good instinct of the moment I hit him with that first fireball, he immediately swung. There we go. I'll get those skeletons out of the way. That'd be really nice if I could, walk back out with it, but whatever. Alright. Now the question I need to ask myself is, do I think I can survive that drop? Because I'm on just below half health. Let's chance it. I can. Drink it immediately. Yep, there we go. Yep. I don't know what I'm doing is causing him to hit me with that every time. This is just that I'm skipping the cutscene. Because if skipping the cutscene has him do that, that's really annoying. I'm gonna use the lamp. Because you necessarily die, and I can't lock onto you at that range in the dark. I was cutting it a little close. Kind of like how that thing full-on sprinting at me is very slow. Lock on? Wait, okay. He got a good hit on me. I'm half willing to blame that on just it not locking on and me not knowing why. This I will not be able to survive the drop. barely would I not. Let's try not skipping the cutscene. Oh. Did you already beat the game, or is this the same run? This is the same run, dude. I have been playing the same first run of Dark Souls for, 133 hours, and I haven't beaten it yet. Yeah, I think he just takes me skipping his cutscene personally. Oh. Okay. So I need to have full health to survive that. But I learned something valuable. I think I learned something. What I think I learned is that I can drink Estus flask when he's trying to kill me like that by grabbing me. I am going to conduct further tests by once again not skipping the cutscene. Just check if that was a fluke. Come on, there we go. Not sure why, but it really didn't want to lock onto him there. Alright. Let's kick those out of the way first. Oh no. Okay. I'm looking really far to the right so I can keep track of the small skeletons that are approaching. It seems that if I fell multiple enemies with one swing, only heals me for one. With the Ring of Evil Eye that I'm using. Well, that should be enough. Alright. Here we go. Let's not skip the cutscene once again to see if that prompts him to not bully me. And again, he's not bullying me. Okay, now he's bullying me. I don't know if you saw what happened just there, but the guy snuck up on my right and hit me. I say snuck, he just casually walked up to my right and hit me, interrupting an Estus flask use that probably wouldn't have saved my life entirely because he hit me, but had he not been there, it was very important. Also, that was one of 2 times I've ever managed to dodge that attack. Ooh. Almost walked off a cliff. Let's see. I am getting a phone call. I'm gonna... Not a good time. Bye. All right. All right. Okay. How many bolts? Okay. That's not very many. I don't entirely understand it. Sometimes it's fine with me locking onto him around the corner. Sometimes it doesn't want me locking onto him at all. I don't know. I should just have the assumption that locking onto that is going to be a finicky process as part of the route. I have enough wood bolts for maybe one more run at the boss. Alright, and this is enough health to survive the drop. Alright, once again, don't skip the cutscene. I'm going to continue to not skip the cutscene until he bullies me. Oh, I barely survived that. My timing is just a little off. He swings so late in that animation. Ah! I didn't see the wind-up. Okay. I just had a thought occur to me. I'll switch back to the crossbow immediately, but if I use this in my offhand, does it? Okay, I can still swing with it. That feels like a really bad idea because I need the grass crest shield. So, is that any faster? That is no faster at all. There's no reason to dual wield these things, other than the different damage types. Hold on. That is faster. And I forgot I had that. It's raw though, it wouldn't be that beneficial. Why am I using the divine one? This does more damage. Clearly I had a plan, but it is beyond my comprehension. Well, that guy tried something as risky as I tend to try stuff, and it paid off about as well as it usually does for me. Oh well. No, not that. Then I round this bend, and right here, boom. That's doing exactly the same amount of damage. Well, I'm gonna use the divine one because I know what properties that has against undead. Or skeletons specifically. I guess everything's undead. Hi, you. I don't know if I can avoid taking any damage in here. And that should be a fairly clean run to the boss. All things considered. Excuse me, all things considered. Oh! He almost wrecked my whole rhythm. And I know that it's skippable. I skipped it earlier. I need him to not open with that one attack 3 times in a row. Which he seemed to really like the idea of. I need to wait till he's like almost done screaming. Come on, what you gonna do? Okay. Didn't even get a hit on the moment. There, I learned. His big mega shockwave attack has a limited range and will not kill skeletons in the entire arena for me. All right. I'm going to try this battle axe, despite it doing more than half as much damage, but still not nearly as much as I'd like. Someone just jumped off a cliff. What does a blood shield even do? It's better physical, worse than magic. It's not worth it. I'm mostly just using the grass crest shield because it gives a stamina boost anyway. Alright, here's the moment of truth. So can I still one-shot these guys? Oh, not even close. This does so much less damage. What? What? Did I successfully hit it? This is not worth it. Okay. Okay, here's something I'm gonna do. Whoa. I'm still way too far. Okay, there it is. I don't remove that. I want it. There. Okay. That should make that much less of a pain. I have never used that mechanic before. It has not been a problem. That was the first thing that I was ever like, yeah, I really want that to be specifically somewhere else in my inventory. Now I can just... Oh, that's so much faster. That's so much faster and better than counting how many spaces are in between them. Yeah, the divine crossbow and the fire crossbow do the same amount of damage to these guys. Okay, and now it's letting me walk onto them. That fireball likes to time it dramatically. Well, we're in trouble. Unless... No, I just thought of a way we're not in trouble. I don't like it, but it would work. And at this time, I'm going to skip the cutscene and see if he bullies me instantly. No, okay, it's random chance. Man, he can lead me. Okay. But that is the best performance I've ever had on this boss so far. He was below half health. He was down to about a third. Okay. it's a far enough drop to deal damage. Okay. Shoot a shot. Not into me, preferably, but oh well. Wait a second. Why was I dealing more damage? I was doing 56 that time instead of 51. Why? Oh, I'm using different bolts, that's why. Oh, wait, no. You get fireball. Yeah, and that guy's strong enough he can just block the fireball, so... As long as he doesn't block it twice, I'm good. Alright, that should be close enough to do something. Too far to the right. Dead on. Let's go. Nice. Oh. Yeah, I'll just run. Legs don't fail me now. Okay, and there. He absolutely did just immediately open with it. Twice. Okay. So... Is the game punishing me for skipping the cutscene? What? Oh. It had better not be. And if it is doing that, I'm going to say a word of advice to any developers that might be watching this. Like, not from software developers specifically, just in general, developers considering making a game like this. Don't do that. Don't make a long opening boss cutscene that is skippable, but the boss just super punishes you for skipping. Not sure yet that that's what's happening. It's probably coincidence. But it is quite a coincidence. And he's not opened with that every time that I've skipped it. And he's not used the move every time I haven't skipped it. But it's an unsettling trend. Well, fine, be that way. Alright, and then I will not skip the cutscene. As painful as it is to watch the same guy wake up from his nap every time I take fall damage in here. And there he didn't use it. This is an astonishing coincidence. No, no corners. You do not want to be in the corner. Thank you, Nito. One more. Yes! Yes! $35,000. All right. Let me check one thing. Yeah, I've been going for about an hour. I'd say that's good enough. I'm gonna call it there. I finally beat him. It wasn't of active trying, but it took a year. But I finally beat him. What's weird is how easy it felt that time too. Like, he's been pounding me into the dirt before I could even touch him most attempts. But then that one time, just that one time, bam, super easy. Because he didn't use either of the moves. Oh man, that's what it was. Either any. There were 3 moves that could be a really big problem. It was he would scream and then a spike would appear from the ground, and I couldn't figure out the timing on that one. There was he would scream and then like the tortured souls of the dead would flow forth and hit me. And then his hand would glow and he would grab me. And he didn't use any of those 3 moves. I also didn't get backed into a corner with skeletons. He hit the skeletons for me a lot, so I didn't have to worry about them as much. That was a very, very fortunate run. All right. Well, I'm going to call it there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Don't take any wooden nickels, bye.